Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the intro because I did. Okay, so we need to get started with the prep work by aka making the flowers. So start out by having some tissue paper and drawing out different shapes of different flower petals. I just looked up different templates. I use hearts, all different kinds of shapes. Then take some scissors and cut out different sections and just cut every little shape out. So here you can see me cutting out my heart, or at least one of my hearts. Then, once you have them all cut out, you take your eraser and erase all the pencil marks left over from cutting it. Be very, and I mean very careful when you do this because the tissue paper will rip extremely easily. So gently, like very lightly erase it. And yeah. And then once you have it all erased, hopefully not ripping all of them into pieces, just take some water from like a little spray bottle and spray it onto there. Then peel off the petal and kind of move it around and form it into different shapes. The goal of it is just not to be flat. So just move it into different however you want. Each shape had its own significant design and kind of form. So just do what you want. Then I'm taking the painting and mixing the NYX eyeshadow base in white and the NYX liquid Suede in I forget which color, but I will put it in the description box below. And I'm mixing the two together, and I'm using that as a base coat for the heart petals. And so I'm just painting it on as a base coat. You only can just use one side. You don't have to paint the other side because it'll just kind of show through from the other side since the tissue paper is so thin. Then I'm taking just the white and putting it in the center and kind of highlighting in the middle. I also took some of the liquid Suede on its own as well and put it on the edges to darken it up. Then I'm taking the soft matte lip cream from NYX in Stockholm, I think it is, and putting that around different rips and stuff that I had from ripping my thing. Then I'm taking my NYX HD Photogenic powder and setting it to make sure it doesn't kind of smear everywhere. And then just do that with the rest of the petals and however color combination you want. And then we can get started with the actual makeup. Then I'm starting out with the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator and mixing that with my foundation to kind of give a glowy look. Just kind of mix it together and dot it all over your face like I am doing. Then I'm taking a buffer brush and just kind of buffing it into my face. Make sure there are no lines or dots left over. Then I'm taking my concealer and dotting it under my eyes and blending it out with a sponge. I also later on went over it and kind of covered any blemishes or weird marks I had on my face as well, and highlighted points on my face as well. And then I'm taking my NYX contour kit and using the two shades in the middle on the top to highlight to set my under eye. Then I'm using it to set any other place of my high points. And then I'm taking the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Chocolate and brushing that into my eyebrows to kind of make them look like they're filled in. Then I'm taking the NYX eyeshadow base in white again and actually putting it on my eye and blending it out because we are going to use some color, so the white will help make the color pop. So just blend it out. And I'm taking the NYX Dream Catcher palette and I'm using the white to set it, and then I'm taking the warm shade on the far top left and putting that in the crease and using a fluffy blender brush with windshield wiper motions. I also took some of the browns on the right and left, any other browns in the palette I pretty much put in my crease. Yeah, I just kept going darker. Then I'm taking the purple the third to the left from the Smokey palette from NYX, and putting that in the very outer corner and blending it in to my half of my eye and a little bit into the crease and kind of creating sort of a smoky eye, and also across my lash line. Do not forget that. So yeah, so just put it in there. I put the most in the outer corner because I want it to be the most intense there. Also, and then I just blended it out with that brush. I went over a few times because I really wanted it to be intense. I also went over with the warm shade from the beginning and helped blend out the purple so there wasn't any harsh lines. Also, I kind of blended up more of a type of a cat eye type look because we're not going to use any eyeliner, so that's kind of going to make up for it. Then just kind of brush out any fallout that you have, and I'm using the white that we used to set our eyes to highlight the brow bone, and then I'm taking the contour shade from the left and using that to bronze my face, and then the second one to the right to contour my hollows of my cheekbones and blend it out as well. Then I'm starting with placing the petals. First, I'm kind of seeing where I want to put it and kind of looking. Then I'm taking some spirit gum, applying it there. Make sure you tap it in for it's sticky, and then kind of placing the flower petal there. Please, please, please do not use spirit gum unless you have a remover. I also use lash glue, so if you have lash glue, feel free to use that, but do not use spirit gum unless you have a remover, which I did have. So yeah, so then I'm using more spirit gum and tapping, and then placing the petals, and just keep doing that over and over. And then, yeah, so just I also used a mirror to make sure I was centered and see if it looked right from a different angle. And then that kind of thing, and then some poses for fun. And then I continued placing flowers over and over until I got like a big giant flower. Then I'm taking a little daisy that I pre-made earlier as a tester with some liquid latex, and I stuck that on my face, and I started taking the heart petals and kind of forming a little flower shape on the side of my face, and again using spirit gum, and then a petal on my side of my temple, and then another one of those, I don't know what to call those flower petals, just yeah, on my middle of my forehead, and then on my nose. And then I also started using the purple under my lash line along with the warm shade as well to help blend it out. Just kind of buff that under the lash line to make it nice and smoky. It's very easy, so you should, even if you're a beginner, it'd be very easy to do. Then I'm taking the NYX liquid illuminator and highlighting my face. In hindsight, I probably should have done it before I placed that flower on my cheek, but you know what? I did it anyway. And then I just put it on my cupid's bow and a little bit on my tip of my nose, and then also in my inner corner. Then I'm taking these two green petals and sticking them around near my inner corner, and then also taking a blue flower and putting it on my eyebrow. And then I'm taking these like little stones and placing them around the flowers and anywhere I wanted to. I played some different colors, whites, blues, browns, and that's what it looks like overall, mostly. And then now I'm adding the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Antwerp and putting that on my lips, and then that shall be the finished look. This is what it looks like together. It's all these flowers, different stones everywhere. It's so cool. I really, really love it how it turned out. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and everything will be down below. Thank you. This is also my entry into the NYX Face Awards 2016, so please share it and show your friends, and hopefully I'll be in the top 30. Bye!